This is not a test.
Where Ice Cube in that?
But yeah, well, you know.
No, not a shot at Ice Cube, but like, you know, where's that mind been? Where'd that mind go?
Voting season is over, fam. Voting season is fast
You
by.
gotta think about it too, man. No matter what we say as people, like we're social animals, right? So Cube been giving back to the people for years, man. So he came out with this. Now all of a sudden you got all these people coming at him, man. He like, man, fuck y'all for a minute. I'm sure that's what he's saying.
Yeah, but if that is what he's saying, fuck him too.
I'm just saying that's probably what he's saying though.
I mean, that's some sucker shit. Malcolm X ain't all the shit Malcolm X went through.
I'm just saying some people we're social animals. I'm telling you, some people might just be backing out, be like, hold on, let me just breathe a minute.
True. Sometimes that's necessary.
It's a huge undertaking. So this is what I want to say. I'm hoping that he's holding true to what he said and he's building his team. You know what I mean? Or he's doing some team building, not his team. He's doing some team building. He's doing some study. He's doing some learning. This is what I'm hoping he's doing.
Man,
you know, this is what I'm hoping he's doing.
To be honest with you, I don't give a fuck what he's doing.
Yeah, we got that.
we really got that for real. No doubt, we got that. Man.
You know what I mean? If me and Cube ever get to meet and sit down and talk, that's something different. But I mean, when it comes to celebrities and people that's making millions, I ain't never seen them. Look, man, I ain't never. They in a whole different social bracket, man. Unless they moving in a way that says to me they still connected with their roots, and I can't. You know what I mean? Not even
that's
really
almost impossible, man. We can't charge dudes like Cube for still being connected to his roots completely, or in a strong way. He's far removed from that.
The way I look at somebody like Cube is that he already put his work in, so I can appreciate the work that he's done. Leave it at that.
Right, but I mean, where I was going with it is, is there still a need for Elijah Muhammad said it, message to the black man, whether you want to or whether you don't, at some point in time, you're going to be forced to choose a side. You know what I mean? So
it's a heavy statement.
Well, yeah, it is. I agree.
What I'm
saying is, we need a fucking side. We need a definite side.
I know it ain't not one celebrity, and I know a lot of celebrities do shit behind closed doors that you don't hear about, but it ain't not one celebrity out here in the dent in gentrification. It ain't not one celebrity out here that's putting a dent in repairing damage done by crack. Ain't not one celebrity out here putting a real dent in poor education. LeBron opened up a school. I give him props for that. That's a goddamn.
There's a lot of guys that open up schools. Umar don't even drag this on that shit.
There's a lot of celebrities out here that have given money for people to go to college and all that. I'm not negating none of that. I'm talking about the big picture.
Yeah, build schools from the ground up.
Actively or persistently addressing the problems that for those of us that are not in that social bracket, we're forced to deal with those problems every single day.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't. I think they're not doing it on a grand enough scale.
Name one celebrity.
Warwick Dunn.
Who?
Warwick Dunn.
Oh, who does it?
Not on the school tip. He's building houses.
I mean, yeah, I'm talking about on the community tip. Right. Oh, okay. Building houses and giving them to, single mothers.
Jalen
Rose, another one. Yeah, it's not a grand enough scale because it's not cohesive. There's no side.
That's the one.
Everybody's doing this shit individually, so it seems very minute. If we had a side to be on, then the collective could be appreciated more. It could be seen more.
Just to be clear about my point again, I'm not saying that there aren't people out here doing stuff. I'm not negating that. What I'm saying is the ones that are in positions of real power, like Jay-Z, like Ice Cube.
Well, we can't. I'm not gonna put Cube in that. You know, I think Cube had a noble thought. I don't think he knew. He wasn't savvy enough to put it together and articulate it, what he was really trying to say and do. And he might have overstepped his boundary, because I'm with you on that. He's not my spokesman. He wouldn't even be my choice for a spokesman. Having said that, I can respect his heart. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna put him. I'm not gonna put him over there with the rest of them guys. And I don't know what Jay-Z's doing behind the scenes or anything like that. I don't know what LeBron's doing behind the scenes. I don't know. But I agree with you. Whatever they're doing, it shouldn't be behind the scenes.
Let me simplify my position, because I'm not just talking about political statements or charity work. For example, just to simplify it, Ice Cube is one of the forefathers of the gangster rap movement. We can all agree to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever once heard him come out and speak against the gangster mentality that has destroyed our communities? Jay-Z made an entire career of embodying the character of a drug dealer. Have you ever once heard him make a statement against drugs in our community? See, I'm not just talking about throwing a couple dollars around or making a political statement. I'm talking about simple gestures that could literally change the mentality of our youth overnight. Overnight. What they do is they play the game. In the midst of playing the games, they might provide certain charitable contributions. But I'm talking about effective moves that don't even require a whole lot and don't even cost money. Jay-Z has never made a song speaking against things that he embodied that put him in a position of power in order to get there. Why? Because now he would be going against the very image that he was hired to personify in order to poison us in the first place.
So that kind of sounds like a description of critical race theory in some weird way to me.
I mean, it's critical race facts.
No, I mean just the essence of what you said. You can't betray the image that is you.
Right, because now see, without even being on those super revolutionary shit, a simple gesture like that, speaking against drug dealers and gangsters, now you going against the very power structure that put you in that position to be wealthy in the first place. A simple gesture.
Well, yeah, that's why it's not being done. I mean, and again, that's why personally, I'm very cautious about who I accept as an icon, a leader, a role model. But I'm speaking from a 52-year-old mind too. You know what I mean? Who's not impressed with worldly riches and things of that nature. As much as other people are. Of course, I like nice things like everybody else, but there's a lot of things I'm not going to do just to get nice things. So I know my mindset is a little outside of the box when it comes to stuff like that. We can sit here and jostle back and forth about, what I seen somebody do as opposed to what you seen somebody do. I'm agreeing with you 100%. Enough of this is not brought to the forefront. Whatever any of these guys are doing, of any magnitude, because I'm sure each and every one of them have done something that's been huge to somebody. You know what I mean? That had nothing to do with bread. You know what I mean? It's not going to be magnified because that's not what the power structure wants to be magnified. You know what I mean? They don't want that imagery getting out there that, hey, I can really help out this person and it takes nothing from me. You know what I mean? Nothing. I don't have to really give up anything except a little time and a little energy. And I ain't even giving that up. I'm just sharing it. I'm obviously abundant with it. And again, I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that there's no team. Like, you know, we can't go against something with what we have because we don't have the structure.
Organization.
Exactly. The structure's not in place for that to happen. So we can't play the fucking game. You know what I mean? All we can do is try to get a spot on somebody else's team. And that's what's hurting us, man. That's what's hurting us, man. You know, a lot of things that y'all was speaking of, man, made me think of that Talented Tim show that we did. You know what I mean? Speaking of academia and CRT, and you know, it made me really think about that. Like, so who's arguing for us? Who's lobbying for us? Who's advocating for us? You know what I mean? We don't have no say in any of that. It's like we don't have any say in who our icons are. They're gonna give us who they want us to have, and we're supposed to rally behind them. You know, I spoke about, you know, the blind ignorance of a lot of the people, right? I call them sheeple, man, and people get mad at me for that shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna follow. You just got people that are just gonna follow, man. They're gonna, you know, habitually follow the herd. And then you got people who don't. We can't get consumed with the sheeple, what they gravitating towards, you know, what they find to be popular at the time, so forth and so on. We gotta stop worrying about that kind of shit as a people, man. And we gotta focus on them satellites, man, those small satellites that we are establishing. And we gotta stay connected more than anything else. Those satellites have to stay connected, and then you can start to see movement. You can start to see a form. You know what I mean? Now we got something we can work with. We build a momentum. We galvanize. And that's the biggest thing I see that we have as an issue. And why we can't do nothing collectively, man. You know? But I mean, you're right. And to your point, you know, we got people that can that fast change everything because they sit in them seats. But they too worried about somebody else sitting next to them.
Gatekeepers.
Right. But yeah, you know, King of the Hill type shit. Like, you know what I mean? What my man say at the 5 Heartbeats with Flash was solo. Name of his debut album was Flash. It's Lonely at the Top. Them niggas rather sit up there than walk amongst the people where all the power is.
Because there's people in place like Stephen A. Smith. You know what I mean? People like that.
Agents, man.
That they got
Stephen Harvey.
Shit on you. If you doing too much of the right thing, their job is to shit on you like they do LeBron. I don't even see how you can shit on LeBron. He ain't got no scandals under his belt. Even Kobe had a scandal under his belt. LeBron ain't got no scandals under his belt.
Boy.
No, I knew he was going to say.
Watch your mouth, boy. Alleged scandal.
Hold on, I'll be back, man. I'll be back. Yeah, I knew he was going to say something.
Can't talk about the beans, son,
don't
baby.
Don't be talking about my Kobe.
I'm ready to go to my backgrounds, man. I'm ready to get my background. Gonna make me cry out this motherfucking guy.
I'm just saying, you know.
Nah, yeah. That's some fuck shit.
Kobe was a poster child. It's hard to be a poster child in this world. LeBron is a poster child without even trying to be a poster child.
Yeah, he's done nothing wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
And they still shit on him.
It's an emergency broadcast. In the event you start showing your ass, the bags moving too fast for cash, doing too much too fast. They say the last will be first and the first will be last.